Hey y'all, it's Jag. Welcome back to the arcade. Let's get back to just another game, The Legend of Zelda, the Ocarina of Time, where we have our final spiritual stone and we did a number of side quests. As far as gathering Skulltulas last time, I'm gonna have fun editing that. There's one more thing I want to do before we become an adult. One more thing of childhood wonder and mystery. I'm gonna go in this hole wearing the Mask of Truth. See, am I wearing it? Let's put it on. So they don't like this one as much as the other one, but they still kind of like it, if I remember right. At least they're not killing me. All my young Deku Scrub brothers say, "You have a horrible face." But don't worry, we will reward you with many Deku Nuts. Of course, we will also enable you to carry more of them. Abracadabra, alakazam. Now you can carry many Deku Nuts. You can hold up to 30 nuts. That's a lot of nuts for a small child like Link. Many, many nuts. So those are the two masks, the Mask of Truth and the Skull Mask, that will give you permanent upgrades to your carrying capacity for both Deku Sticks and Deku Nuts. Is it worth it? I mean, kind of? If you... Really at this point, you're probably not going to be using that many Deku Sticks or Deku Nuts. But you know, if you're going for full completion of the game, that's where you can max them out. I don't think there's another way to upgrade your carrying capacity besides that. I believe, well, that and the way to, I mean, that and the buy the upgrade from the business scrub, but I don't know if there's something like that for the Deku Nuts. Generally, yes, there are two upgrades, but I don't remember anything like that for the Deku Nuts that you get a second upgrade. I'll look into it some more, because now I am kind of curious. But, anyway, now that we've got that out of the way, that's basically the final child side quest I really wanted to show off. And as Navi says, it's finally time to check out the Temple of Time for the very first time. But speaking of time, it's the wrong time of day. And the Stall Kids are out. No! No! Stall Kids, go away! Well, at least it's not storming over Hyrule Castle anymore. So at least the weather will be nice, and it should be sunrise right on time. I almost said right on time. What is wrong with me? Yes, let me in! I kind of want to run up the drawbridge for money, but I'm not that short on money. Let's at least give money a chance to go in my wallet instead of disappearing into nothing. Alright, to the Temple of Time. Which I actually really like this place. That's so cool. Look at that picture. That's one of my favorite shots of this game. Just the temple with Death Mountain in the background. Oh, that looks so good. Flintstones, meet the Flintstones. It kind of sounds like that for a second. I know, very sacred. I like the Song of Time, I just kind of want to vibe to it for a minute. Sounds, very, Gregorian. for those of you who aren't familiar with the term, Gregorian choir is choral music sung mostly by men. In fact, I believe it's sung entirely by men. If there are women in a Gregorian choir, it's just a choir. Alright, check it. There are 3 hollows and an inscription here. Ye who owns 3 spiritual stones, stand with the Ocarina of Time and play the Song of Time. That is how the inscription reads. Alright, sure. Man, even when I see that now, I get chills. But I'm gonna confess, this next part, when I first played this game, I did not understand the significance of. Link, isn't that... It's that legendary blade. The Master Sword! Now, when I first played this game, I didn't have a clue what the significance of the Master Sword was. The only Zelda I had beaten before I played Ocarina of Time was Link's Awakening, and the Master Sword does not play a role in that game. It only plays a role before this game as the Master Sword in A Link to the Past. Before then, like, the most powerful sword was called the White Sword, if I remember right. So, you know, I had no idea what Navi was going on about. Like, oh, it's just a cool blade. It's Excalibur. It's a sword and a stone. I mean, of course, now I know. Excellent work, as I thought you held the keys to the door of time. You have led me to the gates of the sacred realm. Yes, I owe it all to you, kid. Link. Wake up, Link, the chosen one. I am Rauru, one of the ancient sages. Ages ago, we ancient sages built the Temple of Time to protect the entrance to the sacred realm. This is the Chamber of Sages, inside the Temple of Light. The Temple of Light, situated in the very center of the sacred realm, is the last stronghold against Ganondorf's evil forces. The Master Sword, The evil-destroying sword that you pulled out of the Pedestal of Time was the final key to the Sacred Realm. Link, don't be alarmed. Look at yourself. Look, Link, you're big now. You've grown up. The Master Sword is a sacred blade which evil ones may never touch. Only one worthy of the title of Hero of Time can pull it from the Pedestal of Time. However, you were too young to be the Hero of Time. Therefore, your spirit was sealed here for 7 years. And now that you are old enough, the time has come for you to awaken as the Hero of Time. Well, do you understand your destiny? It's more like my present, but yes. But remember, though you opened the door of time in the name of peace, Ganondorf, the Gerudo King of Thieves, used it to enter this forbidden sacred realm. He obtained the Triforce from the Temple of Light, and with its power he became the King of Evil. His evil power radiated from the temples of Hyrule, and in 7 short years it transformed Hyrule into a world of monsters. My power now has only little influence, even in the sacred realm. Namely, this Chamber of Sages. But there is still hope. The power of the sages remains. When the power of all the sages is awakened, the sages' seals will contain all the evil power in the void of the realm. I, Rauru, am one of the sages, and your power to fight together with the sages makes you the Hero of Time. The Hero of Time, chosen by the Master Sword. Keep my spirit with you, and find the power of the other sages and add their might to your own. You received the Light Medallion. Rauru the Sage adds his power to yours. Find the other sages and save Hyrule. Link, we're back in the Temple of Time, but has 7 years really passed? It looks like you won't be able to use some of the weapons you found as a kid anymore. Let's get out of here. I've been waiting for you, Hero of Time. When evil rules all, an awakening voice from the sacred realm will call those destined to be sages who dwell in the 5 temples. One in a deep forest. One on a high mountain. One under a vast lake. One within the house of the dead. One inside a goddess of the sand. Together with the Hero of Time, the awakened ones will bind the evil and return the light of peace to the world. This is the legend of the temples passed down by my people, the Sheikah. I am Sheik, survivor of the Sheikahs. As I see you standing there holding the mythical Master Sword, you really do look like the legendary hero of time. If you believe the legend, you have no choice. You must look for the 5 temples and awaken the 5 sages. One sage is waiting for the time of awakening in the Forest Temple. The sage is a girl I am sure you know. Because of the evil power in the temple, she cannot hear the awakening call from the sacred realm. Unfortunately, equipped as you currently are, you cannot even enter the temple. But if you believe what I'm saying, you should head to Kakariko Village. Do you understand, Link? Interesting! We've already been given our quest to go to the Forest Temple, and a girl we know is the Sage of the Forest? What forest girl do we possibly know? Also, as Navi said, we will not be able to use some weapons that we could use as a kid. Namely, as an adult, you cannot use the Deku Sticks, your Fairy Slingshot, or your Fairy, Boomerang. And you can't even use your Magic Beans. Anything that you can't use is going to be grayed out. And consequently, as a kid, there are going to be some things you can't use that you earned when you're an adult. So, Child Link and Adult Link are going to have to work together. Also, Death Mountain looks very upset. Remember, we were told that the clouds represent the mood of Death Mountain. It looks like there's quite an evil around Death Mountain. And if you think that Hyrule Castle Town is the same, no. It's filled with Redeads! Everybody else has left. There's nothing here but the zombies. It was the zombie apocalypse, and they did not have the power to nuke the town, so they just left. And apparently it's my problem. So we're gonna have to deal with Redeads every time we come through here. I wanted to talk to you first thing. Oh, you are quite an energetic young man. You're brave and handsome too. Your name is Link, isn't it? Don't be surprised, I can read people's minds. If I looked as good as you, I could run a different kind of business. My shop is the only ghost shop in Hyrule. Because of the great Ganondorf, it is a fine time for a business like this. Oh, I can only hope the world gets even worse. The ghosts, called Poes, are spirits of concentrated hatred that appear in the fields and graveyard. They hate the world. Young man, if you catch a Poe, I will pay a lot of money for it. So this is an adult side quest. We're not gonna do this one for a little while, because I actually really don't like this side quest at all. But I wanted to talk to him right away because there's some interesting fan theories about him. Also, before I get too far, I want to show off the drawbridge is always down. It's collapsed. You can access Hyrule Castle whenever you want now. Remember the guard who said that he wished there were more troubles in the world? Some fans have it that he might have been a traitor to the royal family and allowed Ganondorf to come to power. As a reward, he was transformed into that form, and he was able to deal in Poes. It's not confirmed, it will never be confirmed, it's just a theory. But it's kind of interesting, because they both wish for a lot of trouble. Where did all the people from Hyrule Castle Town come? Well, they moved to Kakariko. Look at this guy. Ever since he escaped from Hyrule Castle Town, he's become even more timid. I tell you, I saw him. I saw the ghostly figure of Dampé the Gravekeeper sinking into his grave. It looked like he was holding some kind of treasure. Aw, Dampé's dead. I like Dampé. There hasn't been too many changes in Kakariko. This building that was under construction, this is now the shooting gallery, which I actually still need to practice on. I have not. But now we can only come here if we have a bow. I don't think he lends us a bow. Do you want to play a game? It's 20 rupees per play. Sure. Okay, this is a game for grown-ups. Hyrule's famous shooting gallery. Take aim at the targets from that platform over there. Can you hit 10 targets? You get 15 shots. Draw your weapon with B. Are you ready? Go for a perfect score. Good luck. Okay, he did lend us a bow. I am so good at this. Oh, I expected the red rupees to come back the other way. Some of this is learning the patterns. It really is. Too bad. Practice hard and come back. Alright, do you want to play again? No, I don't want to play until I actually have my bow. Because the reward for this is a bigger quiver, and I want to make sure that I don't get cheated out of it. Plus, I do need to practice a little bit. Obviously, I'm so bad. I wish it was kind of inverted aiming. I kind of forgot that it's not. Or at least, I don't know. Feels like it should be different aiming, and I wish I could change it. Alright. Well, now that we know that's here, I'm gonna come in here. Actually, no. Let's wait. Let's go find the treasure. Dampé was holding a treasure. We were told to come to Kakariko. And if you... I didn't get to show this off, but if you read Dampé's diary as a child, I'll probably do that at some point. Wait, can we go in here? Oh, we actually might be able to. Here we go. I'll do this. The Gravekeeper's diary is here. Do you want to read it? Yes. Whoever reads this, please enter my grave. I will let you have my stretching, shrinking keepsake. I'm waiting for you, Dampé. Okay, if you read it as a child, he describes that he dug up something that was so fun, he was never gonna let it go. It stretches, boing, it shrinks, boing, blah 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 blah. Seems kinda interesting, but there are now Poes during the day. Excellent. Get used to Poes. We're gonna be dealing with them quite a bit. They're not real dangerous, but you can only attack them when they're solid. They will, when they die, they drop a Poe spirit. I will collect one just to show what it does. Actually, you defeated Poe the Ghost. Yay! Do you want to catch it in a bottle? Sure. You caught a Poe. Alright, so if we can take this back to the Poe shop and sell it, or we can do something stupid and drink it. And it has a random effect. Sometimes it will hurt you, sometimes it will fill your hearts up. It's kind of random. I don't think it can almost kill you. I don't know, I'm gonna have to look into all the effects. It can do like a quarter heart, it can fill a heart. I think it can fill multiple hearts. I don't think it can kill you. I'm gonna look into it. Anyway, this is the sprout that we planted as a child. It's finally grown into a platform that we can use to get up here. This is the only way up here. As you can tell, the fence keeps you from getting up here any other way. But for doing that, we got a piece of heart. You completed another heart container. Your maximum life energy is increased. Already starting off on a strong note. We got 11 heart containers. Alright, I believe this one is Dante's grave now. It's always a grave marked with flowers. This looks pretty secret. Ah, hello, Dante. Did I call you Dante? I meant Dante. Alright, we'll do this real quick. Young man, are you fast on your feet? I may not look like it, but I'm confident in my speed. Let's have a race. Follow me if you dare. Alright. Follow him. He will drop fire, and basically you don't want to move off the path that he is on. The timer is not necessary for this quest, but it is a good idea to keep an idea of how much time you have. Also, quit running into fire, me. If you take too long, these doors will close, and then you can't complete the quest. The fire is mostly there to show you which directions he goes, and I lost him. As you can see, this is a maze. Alright, he went off that way. There are redoubts in here. Alright, cut back up to him. You don't want to wander too far off the path. I'd love to know what Dante did to deserve a crypt like this. Is this just like his pension for years of loyal service? Only the royal family knows. Haha! You didn't shut me out! I barely made it. Good for me. The time of this race was 1:19. Young man, you were very quick to be able to keep up with me. As a reward, I'm going to give you my treasure. It's called the hook shot. Its spring-loaded chain will pull you to any spot where its hook sticks. Doesn't that sound cool? I'm sure it will help you. I live here now, so come back again sometime. I'll give you something cool. One more thing. Be careful on your way back. You found the hook shot. It's a spring-loaded chain that you can cast out to hook things. You can use it to drag distant items towards you, or you can use it to pull yourself towards something. While holding C, you can aim with the stick. Shoot it by releasing C. Alright, well, he said be careful on the way back, but there's a real easy way back. It looks like we're trapped. It feels like we're trapped. But Navi's got a clue for us. Hey, isn't that the same design that's on the Door of Time? Why, yes it is. You played the Song of Time. Anytime you see those blocks, if you play the Song of Time, you will send them forward or backward in time. So Dante tried to trap us. What a dick. If we hadn't got it as a child, this would be your opportunity to get that heart piece, because you can jump onto that propeller and make your way around. But we got it as a child. Why are you so upset? I'll never forget what happened on that day 7 years ago. It's all that Ocarina kid's fault. Next time he comes around here, I'm gonna mess him up. Oh, Ocarina, you say? I've got one of those. What? You've got an Ocarina? What the heck? That reminds me of that time 7 years ago. Back then, a mean kid came here and played a strange song. It messed up this windmill. I'll never forget this song. You played the Song of Storms. You learned the Song of Storms. Oh, we broke it. Oh no, a storm again! You played the Ocarina again, didn't you? Urgh. Dude, it'll pass. It's just the weather. Even if it is raining inside. With that, we should have learned all our white note songs. We got a whole nother row of 6 songs to learn, but with these songs, we could actually go back to the frogs and get 2 pieces of heart. And there's a few other things that we might be able to do now. I kind of don't want to go to the Forest Temple just yet. But either way, we're gonna have to call it an episode here. So thank you so much for coming out and joining me today. As always, I appreciate it. If you enjoyed what you saw, let me know. Give me a like, leave me comments. Remember to subscribe. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Y'all have a great day. Bye-bye.